Hey folks, AJ the CEO here, and we are back with another new plugin for OBS that allows you to do multiple streaming to multiple platforms at the same time, completely free, as long as your upload speed is fast enough and your computer is fast enough. And let's go ahead and cut over to the desktop and let's just show you what this program is completely. All right, this one is Aitum, not to be confused with the Black Magic ATM. This is Aitum, and they have multiple products, but this is the Multistream plugin. It looks similar to other plugins before, but this one has some new added features to it. So if we look at it, obviously, it's like it simplifies multi-streaming, doesn't cost anything, lets you live on as many platforms as possible, completely free, stop paying for expensive services, all this other great stuff. So we just got to go ahead and click the download, which I already did. Let's go ahead and fire this up. All right, so let me drag this over here so y'all can see. So we're just going to go through the setup, pick where your OBS installation is. It should pick it up from there, and you can give it the name. I'm just going to keep it as its default, and we just go ahead, and that's pretty much it. So now let's fire up OBS now. All right, so we got OBS open. Now, if we go to Docs, there it is. Let's go ahead and click on it. And it is dockable, so you can move it wherever you want to. I'm going to keep it on this side. And let's go ahead and look through the settings on this thing. All right, we click here to the settings here at the bottom. And welcome to OBS. Multistreaming for OBS just got a whole lot easier. It kind of tells you the same thing. Now, the beauty of this, for the people who want to live stream to TikTok and Instagram, this will allow you to have different frame rates, resolutions, and layouts. So you can actually stream regular, kind of like how I'm doing my video right now. You can also do vertical at the same time. So if your church wants to go to Instagram or TikTok or whatever, and you want to have the vertical, you can actually do that as well, which I think is really cool. And you can have different audio formats as well too that goes to different platforms. So let's look through here. We have our main outputs, vertical outputs. Like I said, you can set that up. So if we go to our main canvas, kind of like how I'm doing my video right now, we would just do our output. We link to as many channels as you want. So say I'll go to Twitch and I need to pick my server that is closest to me. I was just in Ashburn earlier this week. We'll come back and put our code in here. So I'm just going to put in some junk for right now. All right, so we can add that. We can add another one. We can do a Facebook page. I'm just going to do another junk key right now. And we can also add, YouTube. Again, I'm not going to put my real key in here right now. So you can do that. So now if you want to do vertical, you can also come in here. And it looks like, oh, I don't have the vertical install. So let's go back here and let's look. I hit OK. And so there are new platforms. And built in, I think that's the one that pulled from what I have my settings set to. Let's see. Yeah, so it pulled from natively what that is. So I guess it allows you to control all of your stuff from right here. But let's go here and make sure we have the latest version. Oh, it's a completely different one. That's the vertical one. So let's go ahead and close OBS first, especially if you want to install these things kind of in this interacting with OBS. We want to make sure they're closed. All right, so now let's install this. And kind of the same type of setup here. And I'll make sure I keep both of the links in the description. And it'll be the first comment so y'all can go to it easily. All right, so again, that was very simple. Let's open back up OBS. All right, so now the message is gone. So obviously it's picking it up now. And now we can do our vertical platforms. And let's see what they have available. I guess you could go to all of these. But then you have other services. So this would be Instagram. Instagram, they haven't changed it yet. You need to pull a new key fresh every time when you do this. So I'll just say, I call it Instagram. And I'll just make up, I guess I need to go here and actually pull the Instagram one. So let me actually pull my real stuff here. All right, so I set up a test practice stream. So this code is actually going to go away after I'm done. So I've created my Instagram as well too. So we got all of that set up. Now let's look at the settings for the vertical one. So we do our output settings, advanced settings, and we're going to use the vertical encoder. We could always leverage any type of other stuff, but obviously I guess we want to pick the vertical one because it's going to change the video of how we have it set up. And that's pretty much it. Let's go to our main ones and let's go ahead and set up. I will put in all my other stuff to the other platforms as well too. And kind of the same way with our outputs, we're going to use our main encoder. This is where you can change your audio if you wanted to do a different track. So just imagine this. We talked about this a long time ago. Imagine now you have your regular language and then a secondary language. Now you can actually send the audio to a different track. And now you can have English, say you're using English and Spanish. You can have English go to your main one, send your audio into a separate track and send that track over there. Or say you're playing, you're streaming using OBS to stream to your private page or like Vimeo that doesn't really care about copyrighted music, but then you can send another track that does not play that music and you can have that go to Facebook, YouTube, something like that. So really cool options that you have there. So let's OK out of that. And I thought that was going to OK out of just that window and not everything. And I'm going to remove Facebook for right now because the concept is still the same. And I'll put YouTube up here as well too, because I will set that at private. And all right, so now we got everything going. And it's interesting. You also have a vertical source here. Let's put this right here. We don't have any sources. Let's go ahead and add our video capture. We're going to use the same one that we had already. And that's interesting how you have another window here where you can set what it's going to look like. So I can slide myself over. So that's going to be my vertical format. That's really cool because normally I would have to edit this stuff, but now you can have it go center like this. So now that we got everything going, let's go ahead and start up Twitch. Cannot start output is configured to use your main encoder. So we have to go to our main one first. So let me point this to another. I'll stream this to Vimeo. All right, we got that done. We're going to want to be mindful of our output. So I have a gig download speed, but that still doesn't mean that I can just max out everything. So I'm going to set that for here. And if we go to our vertical settings, there's our resolution. We can mess around with our streaming here and our bit rate. I'm going to drop this down to 5,000. And this is where you can set the audio track. We're using the exact same main that's coming in. So we're coming from my Osmo right there. And you could record separately. Just really like the fact that it's giving you a bunch of other features that you could do as well too. So let's start streaming to Vimeo. So as you can see, Vimeo is live right now. That is what I am streaming to. And let's go ahead and now start, and that's the built-in, so it did carry that over. So I could have hit that button right there. That's good to know. We can start Twitch, we can start YouTube, and we can start Instagram. So let's just go through all of these so you can see. So there we go. That's YouTube coming up right now. And I want to look at the performance as well too. Let's go to Twitch and let's see. So it says I am live. So there we go right there, testing that out. And this isn't Prism that we're testing. I should have updated the name, but there we go. So we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch, and we're on Instagram. And you see the vertical format, really cool. that that's done. So hello, everybody. Throwing up the deuces real quick for everybody. So really cool. So now let's look at the performance. Right now, still not hitting anything major in the performance. Again, I'm leveraging my GPU for this, but again, CPU is not even at 1%. We're at 0.5%. So it just frees this up that you can do a lot of stuff with this. So that's really, really cool. Let's see, what does that do? That just likes. You can make a donation to them from there. And what's this other button do? Okay, that leads you to the paid version if you wanted to add some extra features, but we're just using the multi-streaming. I haven't put no transactional information in or nothing, and we're going pretty good. I mean, we could also record here like we had the settings for vertical. We could record that, and we could always master it later for shorts or reels or something like that. But really cool that this is another program that gives you transitions for vertical as well. It's kind of doubled up all of the functionality of what you can do with this thing. So you got your audio, you got everything. So I think what I'm going to do is, because I just heard about this and I wanted to shoot a quick video on how to use this, which I think is really, really slick, how you can actually use this whole thing. But I think what I'm going to do, at a later time is I'm going to show you how to, well, first I need to get more knowledgeable on everything like this. And I want to actually use some of the AI tools that we've played around with before and do live translation and make that another track and send that to track number 2 so that we can, I mean, I haven't done anything on my Spanish channel, but maybe actually set this up on how to live stream through OBS to my main channels and multiple channels, but then also link to my YouTube page and use a second track of audio for a different language. Really think that's kind of cool of how you can actually do that. And again, it's free. So link is going to be down below to all of this. And I just like the install is real easy. You don't have to copy over nothing, move folders. It just does it all for you, and it takes just a few seconds. So I think that is really cool. So link is down below to all the places where you need to get everything. Be on the lookout for some other videos, and let me know in the comments down below what stuff would you like me to test out and set up with this to see how this will work for you, and give you some ideas on how we can use this tool to just do other forms of ministry that I think really cool. So if you like this type of content, appreciate a like, consider subscribing, hit that bell, that way you get notified when we come out with other videos to help modernize your media ministry. Thanks for watching, folks. This is AJ. Catch you on the next video. Later.